What's up, YouTube? Your boy back once again with another sport topic, and today we're gonna talk some summer league or lack thereof. So, as everybody knows, last night it was the Lakers versus the Kings, and Lonzo didn't play. He had a growing injury. So now everybody's like, "Is Lonzo scared of Fox? Really? Is he scared of Fox?" I mean, we all know the numbers in the tournament. You know the Kentucky beat UCLA. Fox gave Lonzo 39. Lonzo only had 10. So, and then it was a point in time that the Lakers was really considering Fox. I've been on the stance all along that I felt that Fox was the best player in this draft. And they debuts, even though they didn't play against each other, but they debuted the same night on primetime. Lonzo only has 5 points. De'Aaron Fox has 18. Lonzo was a -6. Fox was a +8. So everybody anticipating this matchup. They in the same conference. They in the same division. In the same state in California. And they play the same position. So they're going to be going up against each other one-on-one when the Kings play the Lakers. So everybody's like, is Lonzo afraid of Fox? I mean, because we know those numbers, but then there was also other numbers that we know, that we don't know. Because UCLA played Kentucky early this season. At that game, UCLA won. Fox dropped 20. Lonzo had 14. So anytime they play against each other, it's under 15 points for Lonzo. And Fox scores 20 plus. They also played when they were kids in AAU ball. And Fox can tell you today, stat for stat, what he had and what Lonzo had. I can't look those stats up because those are not record-wise. I have to find them. But it's a real rivalry between the two, mostly because of LeVar. Because LeVar always talking. And if you watch the game, Fox was chatting up Lonzo, basically getting in his grill. And when he was interviewed during the draft process, he was on ESPN and FS1 up. Every time somebody asked him about him, he was like, "What was you saying?" He was like, "Oh, nothing. I was just saying this is going to be a warm-up game, huh?" Because apparently that's what LeVar was saying, that Kentucky was going to be a warm-up for the Final Four. So they hear that. I mean, we already know what's going down with Joel Embiid and the 76ers, how they getting at LeVar. It's a lot of stuff. So this is one of the reasons why a lot of people did not want the Lakers to draft Lonzo, because of his dad, because he's going to put that extra target on his back. This is something that Stephen A. Smith has been saying, that while LeVar needs to be quiet because it's going to be putting a big target on Lonzo and people are going to be wanting to get at him. And now, when they have their first Summer League matchup, Lonzo has a growing injury. He played the whole game on Saturday night, but now he has a growing. So is he really scared of De'Aaron Fox? Is he? I don't think so. I think this is the Lakers doing. The Lakers were going to do this regardless. And to be honest, this is my stance. I think if the Lakers, if Lonzo would have had that triple-double Friday instead of Saturday, that would have been it for Lonzo. That would have been it. Lonzo only played one game. They threw Lonzo out there because they were getting that primetime exposure on Friday night, and they wanted to see, could this dude really generate a buzz, which he did. So that Friday and Saturday. But Friday night he didn't have a good showing, and they didn't want him to not have a good showing, and then they rest him. Then that would have been the whole thing all summer about Lonzo, and then some of that buzz you ran the risk of some of that buzz dying down. So we need him to at least have a good showing, which he did Saturday with the triple-double. Now he had the good showing. We're gonna shut him down. We don't want to risk him getting hurt, because if Lonzo gets hurt, like Joel Embiid got hurt and missed 3 seasons. Missed 2.5 seasons, or like Ben Simmons last year's #1 overall pick got hurt. Like Folks already got hurt, but Folks they say he's gonna be good for the season. But Ben Simmons missing the whole year. If something like that happens to Lonzo, that's it for the Lakers as far as exposure and shit. They gonna be just like the Lakers of last year. They gonna get the exact same the exact same marketing, the exact same ticket sales, the exact showings on national TV. All that's going to get cut because there's not going to be a attraction. It's not going to be a draw if Lonzo's not playing. That's the main reason why they need to draft Lonzo. It's for that attention, that draw. And by saying that they need to protect their asset. And they've already seen folks go down with injury. They don't want to run that risk that injury happened to Lonzo. That's the reason why Lonzo was shut down. It wasn't that he was afraid of De'Aaron Fox. I don't think it was a Lonzo decision. I think it was a Lakers organization decision. And they can't just sit him. They couldn't just, okay, we're going to shut him down, because they just completely shut him down. It definitely looked like he is afraid of Fox, that they just shut him down. That's why they got to make up the injury. But he ain't afraid of Fox. To the best of my knowledge, I don't think he's afraid of Fox. And I hope he's not afraid of Fox, because if he's afraid of De'Aaron Fox, he's going to definitely be afraid of Curry and Wall and Westbrook and Kyrie and Leonard, like Chris Paul. Like, he's definitely going to be afraid of those guys. If he's afraid of a guy that's in the same class as him, that's in draft class, I mean, he's definitely going to be afraid of these veterans and MVPs and champions and all this other type of stuff. He's definitely going to be afraid of them if he's afraid of Fox. So if he's afraid of Fox, Lakers, I don't care how much exposure LeVar and Lonzo going to give y'all. You definitely made a bad decision if he's afraid. If it's truly off the field, he's definitely afraid. But this is what Stephen A. was talking about, putting that target on Lonzo's back, because De'Aaron Fox, like the Lakers won last night, and De'Aaron Fox only had 12 points, I think, 4 of 6 shooting. So I mean, he only missed 2 shots, so he didn't attempt that many shots. But De'Aaron Fox, when he sees Lonzo, he smells blood. He wants to prove a point. That's the reason why Joel Embiid and Ben Simmons said what they said on Twitter. When people go with Lonzo, when they play against the Lakers, they're going to be trying to prove a point. They're going to try to have their best showing. I think that's one of the reasons why on Saturday night, Tatum went off the way he went off, because he was playing up against Lonzo. When they're going to be playing up against Lonzo, Lonzo and the Lakers going to get this all season long until Lonzo proves that Lonzo is what his daddy say he is. But especially for this year, it's going to be like the Lakers have won the title. When people play Lakers, it's going to be like they won the title. You know how when a team wins a championship, they get everybody else's best effort. That's what it's going to be like for Lonzo. It's going to be like they won the title last year, because everybody's going to give it to Lonzo, especially these young classes, rookies. These rookies that came in the same class as him, Fultz and Smith and Tatum and Jackson and Fox. They going to want to give it to Lonzo to set his daddy up. And now Embiid and Simmons, they're not even in the draft class. They going to want to give it to Lonzo, because they going to want to prove a point. Like, LeVar, you need to shut your mouth because your son's not that good. That's what they going to do. You want to talk crap about me? I'm going to show you what it really is. They're going to be trying to prove a point. And I want to say, I think that is perfect for the NBA right now, that we already know what it is with Golden State and Cleveland. We already know. We're not even really worried about the finals. We're not even worried about who's going to win the chip. We worried about what's going on with these little young kids. We worry about these little young dudes, what they about to do, because it's about to be on with them. It's like it's 2 different leagues. It's like you got these young rookies, and what they doing, we watching them over here, and then we already know Golden State. We really just sitting there waiting on Golden State and Cleveland. Rockets making moves. If they get Melo, they gonna be in the mix. If San Antonio, just because of Popovich, like he's the Bill Belichick of basketball, they gonna be in the mix like that. Boston, we really not concerned, because really in the East is really just Cleveland. It's really just Cleveland. So just be honest. So you got Cleveland, and then we already know Golden State gonna come out the West, but who knows? Well, like I said, if Melo goes to Houston, that might be something interesting. Again, with Pop, that's gonna be something interesting. So we ain't really worried about that, because we already know what time that is over here. We gonna be worried about Fox and the Kings, Lonzo and the Lakers, Tatum and the Celtics, just because of Tatum, the 76ers, Jackson. We worry about them over here. This is like a whole separate. It's like it's 2 different leagues. Because we really gonna be worried about what they doing over here, and it's gonna be interesting over here. And there's a lot of rivalries brewing over here, because LeVar keep talking that talk. Keep Triple B, Big Baller Brain. He keep talking that talk. So we worry about what's going on over here, because it's gonna be interesting over here. And then who knows, in 4 or 5 years, over here is gonna be over here, and then we're gonna be worried about them winning chips. But right now we worry about them getting at each other, because it's gonna be on. Because like I said, they gonna give Lonzo and the Lakers their best, and that's what we really need in today's NBA. Because other than that, normally we used to be poo-pooing the season because we already know what's going on with them. Now we actually got something to watch over here in this saga. Like, share, and subscribe if you haven't. Click that bell for more videos if you haven't. If you disagree with me, if you say Lonzo is afraid of Fox, it's clear Lonzo is afraid of Fox. Comment, let me know. I holla.